Dear friends, gather round and listen closely as I recount the tale of my woeful experience at the HolidayInnExpress, San Juan Condado, San Juan. It's a story of shattered dreams, of promises unkept, of a trust betrayed. As I arrived at this esteemed establishment, my heart was filled with hope and anticipation. I had booked my stay in advance, expecting a comfortable and convenient respite from my travels. Alas, my expectations were cruelly dashed upon the rocks of incompetence and neglect. Upon arrival, I was greeted with a lengthy checkout process, which might as well have been an eternity. The staff, seemingly entranced by their own conversations, neglected to tend to my needs, leaving me to languish in the foyer, my patience slowly unraveling. I must confess, dear friends, that I have witnessed more expeditious service at a Soviet-era bread line. But I digress. Finally, I was assigned a room which I must admit was touted as a luxurious accommodation. Oh, the irony! The luxury was nothing more than a faint promise, a will-o'-the-wisp that vanished upon closer inspection. The room, a veritable shoebox, was suffocatingly small, with all the charm of a Soviet-era efficiency apartment. And then the coup de grace, the vaunted free breakfast. A travesty, dear friends, a culinary abomination that would have shamed even the most hapless of Soviet-era cafeterias. The pastries, stale and flavorless, seemed to have been conjured from the depths of a forgotten era. The coffee, a bitter, acidic concoction, might as well have been brewed from the tears of the damned. I swear upon my honor, dear friends, that I have savored more delectable repasts at a Bulgarian highway rest stop. But alas, the horror did not end there. Oh no, dear friends, the true travesty was yet to come. For upon departing my luxurious accommodations, I discovered that the crafty souls at the HolidayInnExpress San Juan Condado, San Juan, had seen fit to pilfer a substantial sum from my credit card, a sum that might as well have been plundered from the very depths of my soul. And so, dear friends, I ask you, what manner of establishment is this, which promises the world and delivers only dashed hopes and empty promises? Is this not a textbook example of the very worst of corporate malfeasance? Tell me, dear friends, have you too suffered at the hands of this unstoppable establishment? Have you too been victimized by their callous disregard for the well-being of their clients? I implore you, share your stories, that together we might form a chorus of outrage, a clarion call to action, demanding justice and accountability from these purveyors of deceit and disappointment. And so, dear friends, as I conclude this tale of woe, I am left to ponder the eternal question: what is the true cost of a night's rest, when that rest is purchased at the price of one's dignity and trust? The truth about businesses near HolidayInnExpress, San Juan Condado, * the area surrounding the HolidayInnExpress San Juan Condado, is disappointing. If you were hoping for a lively, welcoming, well-run commercial district, you won't find it here. Instead, what you'll encounter is a collection of businesses that seem determined to test your patience, insult your intelligence, or empty your wallet, sometimes all three at once. Let's start with the shopping. The Mall of San Juan * is not a mall. It's a museum of overpriced things you don't need, staffed by people who seem personally offended that you walked in. Designer stores sit next to empty retail spaces, as if the whole place is just pretending to be a functioning shopping center. Visitors describe it as boring, snobbish, and for people who make $200K a year and still don't know what happiness feels like. One guest waited 9 months just to clarify, *, they weren't exaggerating, this mall barely has any real stores. And the response from management: a passive-aggressive reply that made the whole experience even worse. If you're looking for affordable shopping or just basic human courtesy, don't bother. Now let's talk about food. Gallo Negro is the kind of place where the waitstaff looks at you like you've ruined their day by showing up. Reviews mention food that tastes like it was locked in a fridge for days, weak cocktails, and a general sense that the restaurant's best days were long before you arrived. One diner described the service as disgusting, with waiters ignoring them for 15 minutes before snapping, "Sit down, I'll come to you." Spoiler, they never did. If you enjoy paying premium prices for reheated disappointment, Gallo Negro is your spot. Then there's Caf Comunin *, where time moves differently. Specifically, it slows to a crawl the moment you place an order. Expect to wait over an hour for an egg sandwich, * if it arrives correctly, which it probably won't. The staff, rude. The coffee, either lukewarm or scalding, with no sleeves provided so you can properly burn your hands. One customer called it a $18 lesson in regret. If you need caffeine, you're better off buying instant coffee from a gas station. Nightlife near the hotel is equally grim. Club Brava * is where fun goes to die. Dress codes are selectively enforced: shorts on men, no *, short dresses on women, fine. Bottle service feels more like a hostage negotiation. Pay hundreds, then get kicked out early when the DJ clears the dance floor. The club's idea of VIP treatment is letting strangers crowd your table while security ignores you. One reviewer put it best: "This was the worst club I've ever been to, and I suspect half the reviews are fake." Finally, Ambar *, a place so hostile, they'll charge you for food you didn't order, silence your birthday celebration, and then ignore your complaints. Multiple guests reported unauthorized charges, including automatic 20% tips, and management that vanishes when questioned. The vibe? We take ourselves too seriously to let you move a table 6 inches, even if it means you can't hear your friends. Summary for travelers: if you're staying at the HolidayInnExpress San Juan Condado, brace yourself. The nearby businesses operate on a simple formula: high prices, low effort, zero accountability. Want a pleasant meal, lively nightlife, or decent shopping? You'll need to venture far from here. Otherwise, prepare to be overcharged, underwhelmed, or outright scammed. Recommendation: pack snacks, download rideshare apps, and for the love of all things holy, * do not expect good service. This isn't a neighborhood that caters to tourists. It's a masterclass in mediocrity.
Script content. So I was looking into scams near HolidayInnExpress San Juan Condado. San Juan, you know, like tourists come here thinking it's all sunshine and beaches, but then boom, somebody tricks them. It's so sad. Okay, first, businesses here, some are fine, but some not so fine. Like there was this whole fake ticket scam. Tourists came for a Bad Bunny concert, right? And they bought tickets from these little shops or guys on the street near the venue. But guess what? Fake. All fake. They got to the door, security said no, and now they're out thousands for the trip and no concert. Like, how could you do that to people? Just take their money and leave them crying outside? I bet those scammers just ran off with the cash, laughing, and the tourists probably just sat on the curb feeling stupid and sad. Then there's this other thing: stores here sometimes have shady stuff going on. Like this one group got busted for stealing credit cards and using them in shops. Tourists would buy souvenirs or whatever, and then, surprise, their bank calls like, why are you spending $2,000 on jewelry? And they're like, I did, but it's too late. The scammers already ran off with the stuff. I bet those tourists had to cancel their cards, call their banks, sit on hold forever. What a nightmare. And the scammers probably just moved to another store and did it again. Oh, and money laundering. Yeah, some stores here are part of that. Like they take stolen money, buy expensive things, then sell them for clean cash. So if a tourist buys something from one of those places, who knows where that money's really going? Maybe to some criminal who's just gonna scam more people. It's so messed up. I don't get why people do this. Like, you're ruining someone's vacation. They saved up for this trip, you know, and now they're stuck dealing with fraud instead of enjoying the beach. It's so unfair.